Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know that the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us, why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. February 21st, 2024. Wanted to talk about this spiritual warfare. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what the Bible tells us. And in my relationship with my wife, we both make good money, but we're always behind. And it ain't got nothing to do with, oh, we got bad habits. We don't smoke. We ain't drinkers. We don't go out and be clubbing. You know, we go on a vacation when it's time to go on a vacation. You know, we celebrate birthdays and stuff like that and whatever little holiday. And I don't want, you know, please don't come in here with the pagan holiday type of stuff. Please, please. Don't do that. But the reason why we're behind in bills is because every time I try to get us out of debt, my wife puts us back in debt. Then complains why we can't live a life that we deserve. Now, I understand things is high, but we've been married for 5 years and I've been going through the same discussions and arguments. It's a merry-go-round. And I done spoke about this. The enemy keeps you on a merry-go-round. And it's simple communication. The rules apply for me and her. You know, if we have to use a payday advance, right? We're using it because, like I said, we're in debt, but we could get ourselves out of debt. First thing we got to do is clean up all our dead bills. Those is bills that don't accumulate every month, right? Those is tickets and stuff that we should not have, right? You know, furniture bills and paying off furniture bills, paying off little stuff like that, washer and dryer, stuff that we needed. But we can't never pay this stuff off because my wife don't understand that we're going to have to struggle. We're going to have to make some sacrifices until we can pay off these bills. And then once we're able to pay off the bills, it frees up money. Then you can do whatever you need to do. But we don't need to be spending $10, $15 every day at work. I don't do that. I might treat myself on payday. Other than that, I take my food to work. She has the same opportunity. She got a refrigerator at her job. She could do the same thing. But she likes to feel like, oh, I could spend money here, there, and there. And it's like, okay, but you're taking it out the pay loan advance when we don't have to take it out of the pay loan advance. Like, my wife took out $185 from 3 days when we had money in the account. And I'm like, when I talked to her, she said, oh, I only took a little bit. I'm thinking a little bit is like $40, maybe $60 tops. Not $185 and then you nonchalant about it. I'm talking to her like, if I took out $185, then communicated with you, and then said, I'm not, you know, why are you making it a big deal for whatever I wanted to spend it on? Do that make it right? Because we're going to be able to pay it back. I've been having this conversation with my wife about communication. Simple communication. Even if you got to go into the payday advance, let me know what you're taking money out for. Let me know what you're using it on. Because it looks real suspect when you take money out and you can't really say what you're using it on. or you're using it on things that you did not, that could have waited until you got your actual paycheck. So now your paycheck is a little bit lighter than normal because we got to pay back the payday advance. But she don't see that it's a problem. Then when I try to tell her, look, I'm wrong for even saying anything to her. But if the shoe was on the other foot and I started taking out $200-300 and then I brushed it off like it's no big deal, it would be a problem. See, this is all spiritual to get us fighting back and forth with each other, arguing, talking about stuff that we should not be talking about. When I constantly communicate to my wife about whatever finances I spend, what we need to pay, I'm not controlling at all. And all I ask is communicate. We've been married 5 years and I don't get the communication. But she ain't gonna look at it as spiritual because she don't know what the enemy is doing. This should not even be a problem. It should not even be a problem if she was able to communicate. But the communication, the thing is, when you don't respect someone and love them, truly love them, honor them, respect them, you're not going to communicate. You don't truly love them. You're not going to follow. She ain't going to follow my lead, even though I haven't shown her anything when it comes to bills and finances that can make her raise her eyebrow and say something ain't right. Because I don't move unless God tells me to move on whatever my purchase is. That I know it's not going to put us in a financial bond. And even if I feel like I run it past my wife, I'm just tired of the same old thing over and over and over. I'm blocked for trying to communicate with her because she made it seem like, oh, I'm going back and forth. No, you said something, I replied. You said something, I replied. I'm not going on a tirade and I'm just texting you over and over and over and over and over and over again to get whatever off my chest. So why am I being blocked again? Spiritual. Ain't nobody else will block nobody. Y'all just stop talking and move on with the rest of the day. But not with me, not in my relationship, not in my marriage. When I know that you do things, you lie, you don't tell the truth, you're sneaky, you do everything that the enemy does. Nothing she does comes from God. When you could take pictures of yourself and send them to people and then act like you live in this life that you love your husband, you don't love me. Because when you truly love someone, you respect them. When you truly love someone, you respect them. You don't disrespect them. You respect them. Especially your spouse. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. We can't never get past our obstacles until she gets it delivered. I've been dealing with this for about 5 years, people. 5 years. Same thing. I can't do tit for tats. I can't say I'm going to leave my wife. There's no cause of divorce. I haven't seen no hardcore evidence of her committing adultery. And even if she did, it's still my choice if I want to continue on with the marriage or if I want to let her go. because now you done gave me the avenue to leave. But then on the flip side, it's not necessarily my wife that's doing all this. It's the demonic spirit that's behind her. So I got to forgive her and know who I'm dealing with. And since I know who I'm dealing with, why would I penalize her? See, you see what I'm talking about? Like, why would I penalize her? Why would I divorce her when I know it ain't her? But it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, people. Glory be to God. My name's Rashad, and this is my documentary of my spiritual warfare fight. And this is what you're about to witness is some still pictures of a spiritual argument that I had with my wife, because the enemy would use those that you love the most to attack you. This is in 2019, and it's a couple Bible verses that you need to really read before we get to those pictures, and then I will have a voiceover explaining what took place in the still pictures. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Leave it in the comments, or if you personally want to reach out to me, my email is in the description. Until then, I'm out.